Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chance,
And I'm Robert.
and this is the Cigar Gospel. Today we're going to be doing a video on how to properly cut and light a cigar for all the beginners out there who may be intimidated or very interested in smoking a cigar. We're going to show you that this process is not as difficult as you may think. We're going to be doing a classic cut, a V cut, and using torch lighters today. But before we get started, let's tell you about what we're going to be smoking.
So we're gonna be smoking the Illusione Apirani. This is, I think, both our first times having this.
Yeah,
one.
I've never smoked this either. It is a Connecticut.
So it looks good. We're gonna be pairing that with some Black Rifle coffee, and this particular blend is gonna be they call it the CAF blend. It's got a little bit more caffeine than the normal medium roast would. But this particular company we like because of what they stand for and everything that they go behind. They're veteran owned. They support first responders, police, fire, EMS, military. And so that's why we like Black Rifle. And not to say that their coffee is absolutely great. We got it in our mugs here with some nice creamer. And we'll be pairing that with these cigars today. I love having cigars with coffee. And so y'all join us.
Yeah, get some coffee and grab your cigar. Hopefully this may be your first smoke and you can enjoy this video with us. We are not sponsored by Black Rifle. We're just two first responders who really enjoy their coffee and what they stand for. So Robert's gonna do a V cut. He's gonna explain to y'all, but before we get in that. All right, before you cut a cigar, there's some things you need to know. So there's a cap at the end of every cigar. Think about cap like a head. So after they have the cigar rolled, they put this little thin cap right on the end to close it up. So when you're cutting the cigar, you just want to cut just the cap off. Some of them will be single cap, double cap, triple cap, and you can see the lines. If you cut too far past the cap, it's gonna unravel and start breaking down on you. It's a terrible experience. I can't tell you how many times I overcut. If you're new and you have not bought a cutter yet, this cutter has a back on it, so it only lets you cut just the cap off. It's considered the perfect amount that needed to be cut off to smoke, and it is. The blade stays sharp. I talk about it on every video I do. It's got a lifetime warranty. You can't go wrong with this cigar cutter. I only use classic cutters on just Parejo, which is the regular shaped cigar that you know of. Now, I do like box press too, so when I smoke box press, I use V cuts personally.
Yeah, so the V cutters, the thing behind the V cut is it actually cuts deeper into the cigar. My opinion, per se, and thoughts that I've heard over the cigar community is the V cut is a cut that allows the smoke to flow over your palate so you can really enjoy the flavors. I've noticed when I V cut, I typically don't get that dryness in the back of my throat unless it's something like a very spicy cigar or something. And you guys would know that by my coughing. So yeah, V cut, typically I only cut the box press with the V cut for me. I know there's a lot of guys who can go straight to a V cut for everything.
I did for a while.
Yeah, and so for me, personal preference, I would just use this on a box press. If I'm in the mood, I may cut a Parejo like that, but for the most part, I'm using this for a box press. Let's give it a cut.
And it literally just puts a V down the cigar while leaving the outside of the cap there.
So if you look, it's got a V right there. And this one, I also noticed you don't get as much tobacco in your mouth, just because it's got still part of the cap on it.
So the classic cut, you just put it right into as far back as you go. Boom, that's it. And then it'll just give you a nice little opening. It's a little bit more than his, but his goes a little bit deeper than mine. I prefer, like I said, on Parejo though, to use classic cuts, especially with the Cuban crafters where you know you're gonna get the perfect amount. If you don't have a perfect cut by Cuban crafters, just really stay light with that cutter and try not to go too much cap. You just push it, open it up some, push down the cigar, feel it firm. All right, now it's good to go. Your cigar is cut and is able to be smoked. Now for the next step, you wanna get into lighters. So before you need to buy, I personally think a torch is the way to go, right?
Yeah, I agree
flame,
with you.
single flame, whatever it may be. I don't use big lighters.
Yeah, I mean cigar I've had since the beginning. I've used a torch lighter, and I know there's other lighters out there, but it seems to be at the top is torch lighters, and the reason for that is because of the butane. This butane is actually, it's very pure, so you're not going to get any impurities out of that. Your big lighters, you know, they have that fluid in there that may cause you to get a bitter taste or something like that, and you don't want that on a $20 cigar or even, you know, $10 cigar. I don't want that.
Same as Zippo, they say. Yeah. I haven't really seen a personal difference smoking a Zippo or a torch, but the thing I like about the torch, it's much easier to light the cigar.
Yeah.
You can touch up whatever easier. When you're trying to touch up a cigar with a big lighter, it's a pain in the ass. Like, for real, it is. Now, to fill your cigars, you need to buy, it doesn't matter what kind, we just use Cigar, butane. That's what our local cigar shop just offers. You're gonna have a small hole at the bottom of your torch. Just take the top, shake it up a little, whatever. You set it inside the hole, push down about 5, 6, 7 seconds, whatever. Mine's full already, so I don't need to do it. And let it sit in there for about 10 seconds, and then it's ready to go. You should get a couple smokes out of it. These bottles right here will last you months. One bottle will last you months, and it's only, what, under 10 bucks?
Yeah.
Maybe 10 bucks. All right, so now that our cigar is cut and our lighter is filled up, now we can light this cigar and start smoking. You're gonna have your lighter, the 3 torch. You're gonna set it away. Do not put your flame into the cigar like this. I know you see a lot of people might do that. Do not do that, because what happens is you end up burning the tobacco more than you burn the wrapper on the outside, and it's gonna make a bitter taste. It's gonna get you hot at the end. Your flavors are gonna change. It's not a good experience. If you do that and it works for you, then cool. But if you're new, I recommend not even doing that. So you get your torch and just guide it up on there and just roll your cigar.
Yep, rotating it like that prevents it from getting burned or really heated in one spot. Per se, like he said, you don't want to hit one spot the whole time, because then that's going to give you a bitter taste or an uneven burn, and that's not enjoyable for a cigar. So you'll see he's breathing, he's kind of sucking in and blowing out, and that's to get the cigar lit properly. You're getting that airflow through and really getting the tobacco lit. You'll see he flips it around, looks at it, makes sure everything is burning, and then that's how you know you got a lit cigar.
The other thing with the torch that allows is you can get the perfect burn around the outside of the wrapper. So you want to get, whenever you're lighting the tobacco on the outside, you also want to get the wrapper burning too a little bit first, maybe. That way it can burn together smoothly and you can have this even burn. Now, if you end up getting what they call canoes, which are these where it's not burning on one side and it's just staying up, you just touch it up with your lighter slightly, blow on it a little bit and try to bring it back. That's all you gotta do. And we'll do some videos on how to cure canoes and even out burns and fix straw issues later on. Right now, this is just how to light and smoke a cigar.
So after that, you take that smoke in your mouth and taste it and really enjoy the cigar. That's one of the best parts of a cigar ritual is the cut and the light, and for me that's my favorite beginning part of the cigar is how are you gonna cut it, how are you gonna light it, you know, different things, different techniques.
Is yours drawn well?
Yeah, it is. It really is, yeah.
But we have 2 different type of cuts. I'm having smoke on mine come from the whole entire cut end. His will come out from the middle. And he's supposed to have a better draw than me, quote unquote, is what they say with V-cuts. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, I don't know. That's why I asked him. But you see, we have a very, very even burn because of the proper light. So that's how you cut and light a cigar, everyone. If you have any questions, you can always email us, message us, whatever it may be, and we would love to answer on how to help you get started into smoking cigars for anyone who's a beginner out there. So we thank you for watching today. You got any ending notes for them?
No, just enjoy your cigars and don't complicate it too much. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not a complicated process.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Chance.
And I'm Robert.
And we are the Cigar Gospel.
Smell it? You smell it? Or is it just mine?
It's just you.
Smell that. Smell it.
I can smell a little bit of shit.
It smells like shit to me. I mean, I'm not bashing a cigar, but I didn't hit record. I wish there was a way you can just clap your hands and start recording. I wonder if I asked Siri to record it with it.
Siri, hit record. Just.
Hey Siri, start recording.
It's been recording for 12 minutes straight, Robert.
What's good, big dog? You looking good. What is it?
Illusion.
Illusion Epiphany.
It's not the Epiphany. It's the Illusion Epiphany.
Apparently,
We just need a cigar has what they call a cap. Think about like wearing a hat. So they. What'd you have? Why'd you do that, dude?
Oh shit!
What happened?
I fucking sneezed. Oh shit!